So Oscar Thorn, you've signed your first professional contract. The first question I have for you, mate, is how does that feel?
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely amazing. Like, it's a proud moment for me and my family, and just to be at the club for such little time, like only one full season. It's an amazing sort of and proud moment for me.
You spent just one season in under-18s, and I believe it's just one season at the club in total. How does it feel to be put on a pro contract so early on?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've had a very good season like last season, and I think it's a proud moment for me to be offered this by the club. And yeah, it just shows that the club has faith in me.
And in terms of that faith, do you feel like it's worth repaying with goals and assists on the pitches you have been showing?
Yeah, I mean, I try my hardest to contribute with a goal or an assist every game, and I feel like I've done that last season, and I think I want to continue doing that throughout the few years that I've got in this contract.
What's the story behind you finding out that you'd be put on this pro contract, and what were the feelings that were felt then?
I remember we had a sort of an end of season talk with our manager Steve, and he sort of just told me at the end of that talk, it was a positive talk, and at the end of the talk he sort of just told me, and I mean, I sort of just went blank, and yeah, it was amazing.
Obviously, earlier this season we saw you play against Colchester and Newcastle for the under-23s. Is the goal for next season to get a place in that squad with David Wright?
Oh yeah, for sure. I loved that experience, especially against Newcastle, to make my debut in the league for them. Yeah, I just want to continue making sort of appearances for the 23s and push my way into that team.
Before then, we've got a busy pre-season coming up. How are you feeling ahead of that?
Yeah, I mean, I've worked hard during this off-season and I'm ready to get back to it, buzzing.
How has it been so far? Well, a lot of players kind of talk to me about, obviously the longer players who have been here, talk about the impact that people like Greg Crane and Steve Weaver have. For someone who's been here for just a season, your experience might be slightly different. How do they kind of help you settle in, and how has it been throughout the season up to this point?
I mean, them alongside with every other sort of coach here has really helped me settle in. Them two especially, because they've been closer to me. But yeah, I think everyone at this club's really helpful and just good and helped me settle in as a player here.
And now the goal, obviously, in the future, possibly a long-term future, it must be to get involved with Daniel Farker in that first team. What's that pathway like to see what, how easy it is, or not easy, but accessible it is to get into that first team?
Oh yeah, seeing players like Andrew and Josh Martin just sort of makes me more eager to work hard and try and get there, and hopefully I can do that soon.